Hello everyone, in this video we're going to install and demonstrate the new GitHub MCP server, the official one. You can see here the repository of this MCP. This MCP works with VS Code, with Cloud Code and Cursor. I'm going to demonstrate it with Cursor, but if you want to run it with the VS Code or Cloud Desktop, you will need to pull a Docker image. I will put a link to this Docker image in the description as well. Let's continue with our Cursor. In order to install it, I'm going to Cursor Tools. Here I can choose the MCP. Now we want to focus on the GitHub. So let's click Add GitHub to Cursor. Now it asks me to open Cursor. And here is it already opened the Cursor settings of setting a new MCP. You can see that it is behind the hood is going to run Docker, but it wants me to create a personal access token. This access token will give the ID, will give the terminal, the permission, run commands from my account. Let's see how we're going to create this access token. This is very important to be focused right now because generating this token is very risky and we need to understand what it means. In order to create an access token, I've entered to the GitHub website. This is the settings of my account. I'm going to the developers settings. This is the last option. After that, we'll go to personal access tokens and choose tokens classic. You can see here that I don't have any access token yet, but we're going to create one. Let's create generate new token and go with the classic approach. Now it wants me to add a node to this token. Let's call it GitHub MCP. It wants me to set an expiration date. The default is for a month. I highly recommend to set it with expiration date and not something like not expiration, because if this token is leaked, it can be a lot of mess. So setting it for a month can be a good practice. After that, it wants me to select the permissions for this token. Because we're going to give this token to the LLM, we want the permissions to be very specific. For example, we want all the repo, we want the repo status, repo deployment, public repo, and all the repos. I think that for now it is enough. We're not going to give it, of course, any delete packages or admin permissions. And I think this is enough. Maybe we can add the write discussion and read discussion if we want to use it, for example, to see all the bugs or tasks that are on this repo, and we can ask it to generate it. That's it. Let's click generate token. Great. Now you can see that it is generated a token for me, and now I'm going to copy it. This token is going to be used by the Cursor. I'll paste it here. Let's click install. Great. You can see that it is loading tools. Let's rerun it again. You can see that it has a lot of permissions. It can add issues, create branches, deal with pull requests, list tags, everything that you are probably using. And these are a lot of power for this MCP. Now we have the MCP configured in our Cursor. But you can see that it has a lot of functionalities and we want to limit its access. We want every operation the LLM wants to do to ask us and to make sure that it is not doing something. In order to do so, we're going to the chat. Here we have the auto-run option. The auto-run options is to allow the agent to run tools like command execution and file writes without asking for confirmation. Make sure that this button is disabled. When disabled, if the LLM wants to execute something in the GitHub MCP, it will ask for permission. Now it is configured, I can just use it. Let's say, tell me how many repositories I have in my GitHub account. It wants to execute one of the functions, so it asks me for permission. This is great. Now it's going to run it. You currently have 0 public repositories in your GitHub account. This is right. It means that the MCP is working fine. We also have more videos about MCP that may be useful for you, so make sure you watch them as well. Thank you very much.